Okay, there's still a lot going on here around the NFL, and we need to talk about it. You got JuJu Smith-Schuster speaking to the media yesterday. The Chiefs sign a couple more players. Derek Carr and his feelings on Twitter. The Bengals making more offensive line moves and much more. So let's talk about it. But first, how about those? What's up, guys? My name is Cole. I do daily news about the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL overall. So make sure to sub if you're new around here. Check the description for timestamps and articles on everything I cover in case you want to check out something in particular. And let's just get into it. First off, the Chiefs made a couple of moves yesterday that are definitely worth noting. They added some O-line depth and signed former Texans and Washington lineman Geron Christian to a one-year deal. This man is a monster, 6'6", 315 pounds, and is entering his fifth season in the NFL. He played with the Washington football team for 3 years, was released by them when his rookie contract was up, and then he played for the Texans last year. Matt Connor from Arrowhead Addict says this: Christian struggled with penalties last season, 6 in limited duty, yet only allowed 1 sack in 588 snaps played. He's a strong pass blocker with room to get even better, but his run blocking grade from Pro Football Focus was poor last year, 39.6. However, he gives the Chiefs an experienced tackle on the roster at both bookend slots who might benefit from a team with such an accomplished coaching staff. Together with the signing of Andrew Wiley back for another year and the remaining presence of Nick Allegretti on the interior, the Chiefs have a very nice core in the second unit who can provide security for a long season. So yeah, basically, this is an experienced yet cheap lineman to shore up the depth on the offensive line. I like the move, and it's another efficient one by Veach and company. Matt Lane from KC Sports Network says this about the signing. Geron Christian thoughts: long, lengthy OT that had a lot of potential coming into the NFL. Injuries have set back some development, but hasn't taken the strides you'd have hoped for. Still has talent, easy mover, length, comfortable on left and right side, likely will be a swing outside tackle for the Chiefs at least. And then the Chiefs bring back defensive tackle Derrick Nnadi on a one-year deal as well. He was drafted by the Chiefs in 2018, has spent the last 4 seasons as the primary run-stuffing defensive tackle here in KC. He's appeared in 75 games, including the playoffs over those 4 seasons, starting a total of 60 games for the team. Last season, he had 38 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 5 QB hits. Basically, this helps bring an experienced inside piece who knows the defensive scheme and has plenty of gas left in the tank. I'm glad he's back, to be honest, but what are your thoughts on these 2 signings? They're not big splash moves by any means, but we have a roster to build up and Veach is getting to work on it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about Nnadi and Christian in the comments down below. And then JuJu is here to stay. For a year at least. He signed on the dotted line and he's officially number 9 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Brett Veach and Andy Reid released statements about him yesterday. Veach is fired up to add JuJu to this offense and called him a dynamic athlete, a proven playmaker in this league, and a great fit here at Chiefs Kingdom. Andy Reid said JuJu is a tremendous competitor who has a lot of passion for the game and a lot of talent to go with it. He then said he'll be another weapon for our offense. So yeah, he will be a weapon indeed. You need to go and watch, if you haven't already, some tape from him in the 2020 season. I say 2020 because he was basically injured almost all of last year, but he is going to help us out a ton, and I cannot wait. And then in some more JuJu Smith-Schuster news, he had his intro presser with the media yesterday. It's known that the Chiefs tried to bring him in last offseason to join the team. Andy Reid actually texted with him personally trying to get him here, and even though the Chiefs offered him more money, JuJu decided to stay with the Steelers and one last go with Big Ben, which didn't really work out with his injury and all that stuff. So he was actually asked at the presser yesterday if he regretted staying in Pittsburgh rather than coming to the Kansas City Chiefs. He said he did not regret his decision at all, but he is very happy to be here this year. He said, "It's going to be unbelievable. I've heard the fan base is amazing, so I can't wait to embrace them." He said he's talked a bit with Mahomes this offseason. He's friends with him, and he's definitely a reason why he wanted to come to KC. JuJu said, "For me, I made the decision to come here to win. I'm all about winning. I'm all about what I can do to help the team and produce. This year you will see that. You'll see that obviously they have Tyreek, Travis, and McCole Hardman and all those guys. They'll still make their plays, and the plays that I do get, I want to make them too. Like I said, I'm here to win." He was asked about how he adds different value to the team in comparison to speedsters like McCole and Tyreek. He said he's the type of guy with great hands like Kelsey, a big dude who can run and block, physical blocking in the run game. Quote, "There's so much I can do to help this team." He then mentioned he had Q39 already since being here and that it was pretty good. Hopefully, though, he steps his game up a little bit and tries some gates here soon. Regardless, make sure to hit that like button if you're excited about JuJu being here, and especially if you love Kansas City barbecue. It's one of my favorite meals, hands down, bar none. And then I want to touch on this as well because I've seen many people in the comments here on my videos, on Twitter, etc., talking about JuJu, his TikToks, the distraction that's going to bring because of Jackson and all that stuff. Well, JuJu was actually asked directly about this in his presser, and he answered saying this.
As far as like the whole TikTok thing and dancing with me, do I see myself doing that here? Honestly, I'm here to just work and just play ball, man. I'm here to work. We have a great team. We have some great guys, and this is why I came here to be a part of that. I came here to win.
So yeah, guys, he's maturing. He's getting older. The Chiefs are going to help work with him, and he's ready to get to work. And I am excited to see him out on the field. In other NFL news, free agent outside tackle Terron Armstead is flying out to visit the Dolphins today, which is one of their biggest needs at the moment. Allen Robinson bid the Chicago Bears farewell as he prepares to head to LA on a 3-year deal with the Rams. And the owners of the Browns, Dee and Jimmy Haslam, issued a message of their own about Deshaun Watson, the time they spent evaluating his situation, and the confidence in their decision in spite of the NFL still undergoing investigation with him. They said, quote, "He understands and embraces the hard work needed to build his name both in the community and on the field." So yeah, there has been some backlash about this decision. Some fans, maybe many fans, have not agreed with their signing of Watson. He definitely is an amazing QB, but he's bringing baggage. He's bringing a lot of stuff with him in the midst of this ongoing investigation. So yeah, some fans are not happy, and they're saying just because Watson wasn't indicted doesn't mean that he's not guilty in any of these 22 cases against him. So yeah, mixed opinions on that situation with the fans of the Browns. And I'll just say this. It's very messy and it's a very divisive situation. I'm just personally glad we have Mahomes here in KC. No scandals, no drama from him personally at least, and just a commitment to the city and a commitment to win games. So yeah, I am very grateful. And then you have a handful of teams signing players to 1-year deals, including the Texans with linebacker Grugier Hill, the Seahawks with running back Rashad Perry, the Panthers with both Bradley Bozeman and former Raiders linebacker Corey Littleton, Troy Apke with the Commanders, and several others. And then you have QB Derek Carr issuing a PSA yesterday. He said this: "Since some of y'all are sensitive, I will remind you that I only want people who encourage, speak life into me, and uplift me to have a voice in my life. So if you're blocked, you probably acted like a clown for clout. I still love you all, but I don't have time for your negativity." My question is, why does he need to say this? Why does this need to be said? He basically tweeted out to the trolls and people he's blocked about them being sensitive, but his entire tweet to me comes off as him being sensitive, and it seems like people in Twitter land are getting to him a little bit. It's an odd ordeal coming from the leader of the Raiders. I will say this, I'm just curious and don't understand why the Raiders insist on mediocrity, at least at the QB position. Derek Carr has 0 playoff wins in 8 years, and Travis Kelce has as many career postseason passing TDs as Derek Carr, with a total of 1. So they're making a lot of moves on the team to build weapons around Carr, but they're also working on extending Carr. And I know I'm a Chiefs fan, and we don't really like the Raiders and stuff, so I'm trying not to be biased in my negativity towards them. I just think they need to go in a different direction with the QB. But maybe that's just me. What are your thoughts? Do you guys think Carr has what it takes to win games when it matters for the Raiders, even after 8 years of not doing that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. And then the Bengals are finalizing an agreement with outside tackle La'el Collins. He was supposed to leave town for another visit. The Panthers and the Patriots were also interested in him, but since he did not let him go, it looks like Burrow himself helped in the recruiting process. Albert Breer tweeted out, to punctuate the Bengals recruiting pitch, Joe Burrow had La'el Collins over to his house on Friday night, along with Ted Karras, Alex Kappa, and Hayden Hurst, and their wives and girlfriends. So Burrow's a pretty good closer on multiple fronts for Cincinnati. It looks like over the next day or two, a deal was worked out with Collins, and he was ready to sign on the dotted line. Burrow actually texted Collins on Sunday with a simple question, deal done? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Collins responded saying this, yeah, your new bodyguard is in town. Nobody is touching you. Collins is a solid player for sure, experienced, all that good stuff, but he's missed 21 of 33 games to injury or suspension over the last 2 seasons. Hopefully he works out with the Bengals. They desperately need O-line help, and this offseason have been making several moves to do that, including this move with Collins. We know that the O-line for the Bengals was a big weakness last season, even though the Chiefs could basically do nothing to get pressure on Burrow. What are your thoughts on Collins' fit with the Bengals, on Derek Carr's funny tweet, or on the Browns' decision to bring in Watson despite his ongoing legal issues? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's chat about it. I'm very active in the comment section. Make sure to sub for more daily news like this, and check out this video here from the previous day's news in case you missed it. So until next time, let's go. How about those